Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you are having an amazing day today. Let's go ahead and make sure you all can hear me. If you please type the number 1 in the comments section or in your chat box to let me know that you can, I would greatly appreciate it. There is nothing worse than talking to myself for the next little bit and no one really knowing what I'm saying. All right, with that, keep in mind that everything we look at today is for educational purposes only. Nothing's meant to be advice or recommendations. And if you like what you see, make sure you follow along on the various social platforms we have out there. There's a ton of great content that you're going to pick up day in and day out. Right? Quick agenda for the day. We'll look at economic reports and we'll go into futures. We'll look at the trades from yesterday. This is the opportunity for you to drop in your trades that you did yesterday. Win, lose, draw doesn't matter. It's all about an accountability factor that we're trying to come up with here. We'll look at today's candidates. And then lastly, we'll finish it up with your stocks. So let me go ahead and bring Forex Factory up in here. And let's see what we've got out today. Nothing big. All of them are yellow, right? Yellow, low impact. You put your mouse over it. Low impact expected, right? So nothing really crazy coming out today that we've got to worry about. So that's good. With that, let's go ahead and take a look at today's futures. Whew. Nice color, baby, all green. At least what I want to see in green. ES is up 83. YM, the Dow. So ES is the S&P. The Dow is up 636. The NASDAQ's up 270. The RUT's up 38. Bitcoin's at 19,600, up 100. Ethereum's up 1331. It's up $8. Gold's down a little bit, which I don't really care. And then crude oil is down 94 cents at $85 a barrel, 84.5 a barrel, which is good. Nice trajectory. If we look quickly at the overnight session, right? We've just climbed all overnight. You know, this is right here. We get into the about midnight or so, and we just hit the European market, and we got a little bit of a drop off. And then right about 5:30, 6 o'clock, we start getting U.S. news, and we've taken some really nice moves to the upside. Earnings are coming out. Economic reports are coming. Not economic reports. Announcements from brokerage firms like upgrades and downgrades and the likes. So all of that leading into it. Okay. So let's go take a look at trades from yesterday. I did not have a lot that I did yesterday. Monday is a horrible day for me when it comes to trading. I just don't get the time and the opportunity to spend on it that I'd like to. Other days of the week become a lot easier for me. Monday is just getting my team ready and started for the week is tough. So the only thing that I did yesterday, so this is where you drop in your trades, right? I mentioned it before, but this is your reminder now. Drop in the trades that you did. Again, win, lose, draw doesn't make a difference. This is for two reasons. One, it's an accountability method, right? Of are you trading? Drop it in, right? People are going to hear me call out the same names day in and day out, right? They know they're trading, right? Drop your trades in. The other part of it is there are some of you that are not trading, and you may not be familiar yet what to trade, and you're looking for other ideas. Now you go back and analyze the trades that others put in there from yesterday, and it gives you a place to start. All right. So for me, it was just Apple. Apple yesterday, it was very interesting, very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Watch. If I go to Apple from yesterday, right? And let's actually bring it up here first. All right. So Apple yesterday, we were up a little bit. And what did I say? My notes were, and I quote, I want the stock above 142.5, then retrace to about 141.25. So let's go look at yesterday. So this is yesterday. I said go up to about 142.5. We made it up to a high yesterday of 142.69. So we got where I wanted it to be. Pull back to 141.25, retrace to 141.25, and it was actually 141.33 was our fib line. We pulled back in there, okay? We got there. We got a quick little bounce. You had right here as you bounced up and took off and retested. Either way, so we broke through, came back above right here, retested and bounced, and there's the entry into the trade. And I said do a bull put spread below 141. For me, it's Apple, so it would also be a long option because Apple is on my list of daily trades that I do. So I got into a bull put spread yesterday on them at the 41.40 for 42 cents. It's about where it is right now. It hasn't really changed much in price. So that means the two options have moved in parity. We really have not had a disparity between the two of them. No pun intended there, I guess, but no rhyme methodology there. Disparity and parity. They kind of moved in sync. So we'll see what happens. Apple's up again, another 281 today, so that should help a bit on our trade. If I can get back out of it at 20 cents today, I'll be very happy with picking up 22 cents on that from yesterday. All right? So let's see what you guys got here from yesterday. Lots of ones, and of course, there's Jeff's 3. Thank you for that, Jeff. Say hey, QQQ, $430. Ka-ching. SPY, $220. Awesome. Adobe spread, $270. So very, 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 very nice. And Adobe was on our list yesterday, right? Woo! Man, rock on, baby. Rock on. Good job. Say, hey, good job. Let's see. Sean said lots of upward movement, whereas Bloomberg is projecting 100% chance of a recession in the next 12 months. Let's enjoy it while we can. And I saw something about that. It wasn't from Bloomberg. Somebody else had said 100%. It was a brokerage firm, 100% projection as well, that we're going to see it within the next year, a recession. It's going to happen. I don't foresee it not happening. I don't care who wins the elections. It doesn't make a difference. We're there, right? Something's got to give, and this is where it'll happen. Is that so? Good points, though, Sean, for that. Goldman Sachs spread, say hey, said was $70. Awesome. Yeah, there you go. Give him some kudos, everybody. Say hey, great job. Erica said SPY 64% and down on Apple. Bull put spread 450 still in the trade. Okay, so you're down $4.50. Not a big deal. I'm in it, as I said, I'm in the spread as well, so we're good there. I'm good. I think we're going to be okay there. Stephanie said Goldman Sachs bear call $40. Boeing bull put $340. American Express bear call $20. There you go. Nice job. All right, Stephanie, that's excellent. Chris, 12% on SPY, 10% on the Qs. Bad entry on Goldman Sachs, 5 cents on the bull put spread. All right, there you go. But you recognize it, right? Chris, that's the important thing. You recognize, all right, I had a bad entry there. Missed an entry on Valero. Oops. Same thing, right? You can't catch them all. Yeah, an easy buy-in parlor. Exactly. Super trading, fellow traders. Yeah, say hey. So there's a lot of talk about that with Parler being purchased, now Twitter being purchased by Musk, Trump with Truth Social, right? That are the billionaires going to come out and start buying up social platforms to have that constant voice. So, you know, you're not banned from Twitter and you're not banned from Instagram and you're not banned from Facebook, or, you know, I'm the one doing the banning. So no, we'll see where that all goes, right? But I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. Morning, Karen. All right, let's go take a look at today's candidates. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Let's put a check mark there just to help me know where to remind you to drop your candidates in. So Amazon, they are a top pick at Citigroup, right? Amazon right now is up $4.29. I own 80 of the 100% of what I'm looking for on to have on Amazon. I don't know why I didn't click over there. Let's do this here and then here. Okay. But there are some other positions I'm looking to buy as well. So, you know, we're going to manage which ones come in first. I already own 80% of what I want on Amazon. I'm very happy with my purchase there. Yep, Amazon has been in a move down. It doesn't matter, folks. I don't foresee Amazon. Someone had said it yesterday that their financial advisor said, well, you can't guarantee Amazon's going to be up in a year. I can't guarantee anything's going to be up in a year, nor can they, unless they got you in like a fixed CD or something. I mean, my mother-in-law just had to switch over an account and my father-in-law, when he passed, his IRA account, we had to switch it over to her name. And I got on the phone with my wife while she was at the bank with her, and they wanted to give her a whopping 0.25% was what the interest rate was, right? That interest rate is going to cost her money every year with a 9% inflation going on. So right now we're up at 118.25. So we're right up at resistance, guys. So we're going to look at a bull put spread below 110. Yeah, below 110. All right. We'll look at a bull put spread. We'll see. It may be a little bit far reached to get any good premium out of that. We'll have to see what's available for it. But you're going to get $1 strikes, so you should be not too bad. All right. EOG is next. They got an upgrade from Goldman Sachs. EOG right now is up $3.70. It puts them at 124.5. So we are still above that 121.40. We're above the 122.58, which is the 8 moving average. So we're going to look at a bull put spread below 121. And listen, my job is to point out the candidates. The strategy is a bonus. This is just what I'm looking at today. When we're done here at 9 o'clock today, I have one meeting at 9:10 that lasts less than 10 minutes, and I'm ready to go right into trading this morning. This is the strategies that I will be looking at. For you, you make that decision then of, well, Rob, I'm not really a spread trader. Is it okay if I just go and buy calls and puts? And the answer is yes, you could just buy calls and puts. That's fine. For me, I want to trade a strategy that gives me a better opportunity of being right. Okay, which is why I go with spreads. But if you're not a spread trader and you want to trade directionally, by all means, go for it. I didn't say it. I needed to and forgot. I'm going to write down on Amazon or long call, right? Or a long call option, right? Because that is one that I trade regularly. They're the only one. Well, there's actually one other on my list for that as well, which would be long position also. But you don't have to trade spreads is what I'm getting at. Yeah, Erica. So Erica said, what about long calls on Amazon above 110? So Erica, you could do long calls, but here's the thing. On Amazon, if we're sitting at 118 right now, we're up against resistance. We're right up above the 20, up at the 21. We have the 118.56 level right there. So we're bumping on resistance. Buying it on that push up may not be the best place. Pull back and bounce. Break out of the 118.5, retest and bounce, different story now. I've got a floor underneath me to support me, not a ceiling up above that I'm falling off of, right? So not that you can't buy them. It's directionally, is it doing what you want it to do? Yeah, 0.25% from the banks were expected to say thank you. You're right, Sean. Right. Can I repeat EOG? Sure. You got it, Chris. So EOG bull put spread below 121. So we're up on EOG at 124.5, which puts us right about here, give or take. So down below that 121 is what we're looking for. A lot of confluence, 821. Very strong confluence there. All right, Goldman Sachs. Let's go bring that one in a little bit. We don't need that big of a move there, a picture there. So Goldman Sachs had earnings come out last evening. They are up, $11 right now, $317.75. All right, so it puts them up right, see again, right up at resistance. So we're going to look at a bull put spread below 309 or a long option. Okay, and that's, again, they're on my power option plays list. It's one that I trade regularly. Johnson & Johnson. All right, after this, we only have 3 candidates left. So this is the opportunity for you to drop in the stocks that you want me to take a look at today. Drop those in. Let me know what they are, and we'll do a quick analysis for you before we wrap things up here today. So Johnson & Johnson had earnings come out. They're up right now, $2.30 to 168.89. All right, so 169.96 is resistance, so they're just underneath that. They're just below that level. So we're going to look at a bull put spread below 167. 166. Below 166. Now, quickly, I like Johnson & Johnson for other purposes as well as far as a trade. All right. If I go out and I find an option that's at least 120 days in the future, that option has a 65 to 85 delta with a 100 plus on open interest. Theoretical value, which is the fair value, is not overvalued too much. Right now, theoretically, the option should be trading at 12. It's trading at 12.13. It's right on parity. It's right where it belongs. So if I go ahead and I click buy on this position, okay, I click buy, and then I go back up here and I look at this week and I go find, and we're going to have to manage this differently when the market opens, right? Because numbers are going to change. But I go find that 40 delta on my position. Here I've got a 37 delta, and I go and I sell this option. All right. So we'll change it to 1. Just, we don't really need big numbers in there. So my cost out of pocket, if I go with the natural, is 1177, which I don't ever. I always try to go for the midpoint, and then I'll negotiate from there. That gives me 1117 is my cost in this trade, right? So we buy the 165. We are selling the 170 at $1. So that means if we were exercised with that $5 of profit, we would need an additional 6 weeks of being able to do this trade to bring the premium in. It's a little bit high. So now we're combining a buy and a sell position. Why am I showing this to you? I already knew it was high. Period. All diagonals are high right now. Why am I showing this to you? It's because when you have a higher VIX, which we do right now, we've got a higher VIX. Because of that, we are going to run into higher premium on our options. As buyers, directionally, you'll pay more money for the options, more than you should be, or based on high vols. It's going to be where it's supposed to be fair valued at this point, but it's still costing way too much at this point. So the VIX is high over 30. 29.30. So we want to be very cautious on anything like that trade. But diagonals are for a Johnson & Johnson. I've done them 100 times on companies like J&J, right? Big blue chip, boring stocks that don't move a whole lot. All right. All right, guys, you got 3 left. Drop in your candidates and what you want me to look at. LRCX is our next one that we're going to take a look at here this morning. Let me go ahead and get rid of that trade so I can get a bigger view on the option chain there. LRCX. So they got listed as a maintain by, I don't know who the analyst was, but they're listed as maintain. They're up $8.50 today on that maintain analysis or update. So what's going on there? If they're sitting at 324 even right now, so 321, 324. So we're going to look at a bull put spread below 321, which means 320, because we have 320s and 322 halves, right? So there's $2.50 increments in there. So bull put spread below 320 is LRCX. Mr. Softy also listed as a maintain. And all that means is the brokerage firm came out and said, you know what? We're maintaining our call on this company. If it was a buy, if it's a hold, if it's a sell, we're maintaining what our announcement or our call on that stock is. So nothing has changed. So with that, if they're sitting right now at nope, that's not Microsoft, that's LRCX. They're sitting at 243 half. So let's see, 33 to 47 is 13. We don't need a fib in there. So we're kind of in the middle, not quite middle. We're up here about 343. So we're going to look at a bull put spread below 233. And then last is Target. Let's get a bigger picture on Target. If you remember on their last, so they got upgraded by Jefferies, right? So if you remember, they got nailed on their last earnings announcement of having too much inventory out there, or 2 earnings ago. Too much inventory out there. The last one, they got a quick little pop. It looked better. But now they're getting an upgrade from a major firm like a Jefferies. So they are right now up $5.50 to 154.75. So we are sitting kind of about there. So we're going to look at a bull put spread below 146, 145, below 145. All right, as our trade setup for Target. All right, let's see what you guys got out there. So MPC call. So Chris is asking for MPC. Let's put that in first, MPC. Let me add it up on my list up here. MPC. Retest to 105, confluence with the 8. Yeah, so right now they're flat. So they're not showing any print in pre-market, Chris, so I don't have a good answer on where they are yet. We have the confluence of the 8, which is awesome. Small move up, 106 half, 106 quarter, pull back a little bit, and a bounce is where we're looking at. So we have a 105 half to 10. So let's just call it 105 to 114. That's $9. All right, we need a fib in there. So we're going to add the 882 inside of there, and we're getting to a point that we may need to redraw fibs soon on this. All right, so I wasn't sure if we actually needed the fib applied here or not. If we did not, and because we have been in that area multiple times and it's acted as a resistance, it's what I would call a false fib. We don't need one there mathematically, but from a chart standpoint, we have hit that level before. So it makes sense to say, all right, we're going to look at that level and say, if we get up near there, we're going to take some profits. So you do have a good resistance level, Chris, at that 110. So that 106 to 110 movement is what you've got, about $4 in there. It's a good setup. I like what it's looking like. So without a doubt, good pick. Just we got to see where it opens up today. Let's see, $ VIX. So Sean's asking, what can we expect to see in a recession with the VIX? Guys, you're going to have higher periods of volatility, period, out there. But it doesn't mean that we're going to see a high VIX across the board for it, right? Usually in those types of time frames, you will see overall higher VIX, but it doesn't mean we're going to maintain up into this red zone. We may be at that 25 level on VIX and maintain 25 to 28 or and so forth. You may even see it pull back a little bit, but volatility is fear. It's fear-based is where it comes from. That fear is without a doubt going to kick in. All right, so good question there, Sean. Erica said, can I please repeat Goldman Sachs? Sure, Goldman Sachs. All right, no, I'm kidding. Okay. Let's see. Stephanie said, Goldman Sachs bull put spread below 309. Yes. That's exactly what it was. Appreciate that, Stephanie. And I also wrote for me or a long option, buying calls, buying puts if it fails, and the market retraces and so forth. But yes, it was below that 309 on the bull put spread. So appreciate you jumping in there, Stephanie, with that. Trips asking for ASML. Yuck. All right. Woo. Switch back, but down is better. So not really sure where you've got your fibs drawn from, Trip. It's an ugly pattern. And when I say ugly, folks, there's a lot of stair stepping going on there. We go down, we go up. We go down, we go up. We go down, we go up, down, up. Oh, we got a little pop there. This is okay with a 50% hiccup in the middle, maybe. Let's see. We're going to come off of here to here, Trip. This was a major move down, so I don't want to use off of that high. We came back up, moved all the way back down here to that 414 level, had a great move up, gap move, fail. Let's see. I don't have the same drawing that you do, Trip, apparently, because I'm not sitting on a switchback unless we need a fib in there. So 370 and 414 is 44 points. Barely, but we do need it. So let's put a negative 136. Yeah, so we're right on it. Okay. So you had switchback, but downside looks better. Yes, because 407 is our resistance on the top. Not that that's a bad thing. I mean, heck, we can only move, 14, 15 points to the upside. Right? Horrible. But I do like it as a switchback. But where are they in pre-market ASML? They're up $13 right now, Trip. So they're up at 407. So trade's over at this point, right? It's already at resistance. Yeah, the Fibot. Okay, good. We're already at resistance. So we're kind of there at this point. So excellent. Excellent. Think we got them all. Always keep your eye on the economic reports. Okay, that's number one. All right, write this website down if you haven't already done so. It's wealthbuildershq.com/newsletter. Every Sunday, this is our Traders Market Intelligence Report. I shared this yesterday in Power Hour yesterday afternoon. It's a great, video, great candidate, not candidate, but a selection of how to look at the S&P and how we're looking at the markets and what's going on. You got economic reports and earnings, upcoming classes, all that stuff listed on here. So there's a great opportunity. For those of you that haven't paid much attention to our primary page, the homepage on our website, this is the last time we did a live event in New York, which was about a year ago. If you scroll down, you got here, Save My Seat. If you scroll down, there's all kinds of things. If you're brand new to trading, intermediate, experienced, right? You get some testimonials in there. And then, if you want to learn who you are and what you're doing and so forth, guys, my team does a great job of working with individuals like yourselves, like the individuals you see here. There's Robert. He's in the show with us every single week. He's here. He's not today. At least I haven't seen him today. But Robert's here contributing all the time. Roman, he makes it when he can. Will makes it when he can, right? So go in here, guys. You can go ahead and learn more about who you are. You can get on a call with my team for 15 minutes just to kind of point you in a direction of who you are as a trader and the things you should focus on, and make sure we get all the mess out of the way where you're not wasting time or overwhelming yourself with too many different things. They'll be able to walk you through some of that stuff. All right. Yeah, like I said, I like the newsletter. Yeah. It is a good newsletter. Jeff said, too much fear of missing out before Netflix earnings, aftermarket today and Tesla tomorrow, which can break the market. We got record US dollar issues and credit issues for loans. Yes. And everything we look at primarily we try to do intraday with these credit spreads. As far as the Netflix and Tesla trades, they're NASDAQ stocks. So here's what we do with that, Jeff. My students tend to use an earnings strategy that I taught many years ago, where you take the stock and the major NASDAQ moving stocks only that announce in the evening, in the nighttime. That's it. And we trade the NQ, which is the NASDAQ futures, based on the move of the stock. The announcement comes out at 4:05. The NQ is trading almost 24 hours a day. It starts moving around. We see a bullish move, we buy it. We see a bearish move, we sell it, right? We're just trading the NQ because of the news that came out on the stocks, whether it's Netflix and so forth. But I'm looking forward to the Netflix one very, very much. So I hope that helps a little bit, but good points there to all of that, Jeff. So with that, make it a profitable day. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, you're just one trade away. Take care, everybody. We'll see you at the next update. All right. Bye for now.